Facts, 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 facts. So, first season. First motherfucking season. Like, I'm kind of confused on what I want to compare here for real. I'm not going to hold you. I am kind of confused on what I want to compare here. Because at the same time, if we want to compare villains, like villain to villain, season 1 villains, and when I say season 1 villains, I mean like the main villains. You feel me? Like the main niggas. Like, I'm talking about the main niggas. So, like, you know, season 1 Zuko, Zhao, you know what I mean? Because Azula doesn't come till season 2. Let's really talk about it. You talking to somebody who actually knows his shit, who watched the show. Azula doesn't come till season 2. We're talking about season 1, which is season 1 Zuko and Zhao. Season 1 of Korra. But some context clues matter, though. When they were creating Korra, they didn't really expect it to be like a full-fledged show. This is supposed to be like a mini-series. This was supposed to be a mini-series. They didn't expect it to be like a full-fledged show like Last Airbender was. But, you know, after season 1 came out and it did it extremely well, they kept it going. And yes, I know, season 2 it dipped. But I never said that Korra, all their main villains is fire. They had 3 solid motherfucking villains. We'll get into the other 2 later. Talking about season 1, though. Amon! Let's talk about it! Let me spark my blunt first. Let's really talk about it. I need to let this play. That doesn't.
Introducing the incredible new foot-long sidekicks. Get one at Subway today.
Ads are great.
Looks like the fire ferrets have ferreted out a last-minute waterbender.
Alright, you feel me? Amon was literally in Avatar's worst fucking nightmare. Let's talk about it. This nigga was a bloodbender who can bloodbend without a full moon. Because remember, it was created by a Hama in Last Airbender, and you can only do it under a full moon. This nigga can bloodbend without a full moon, and he can't be bloodbended himself. If you're a bloodbender and you try to bloodbend him, it's not gonna work. He'll power through that shit. He's a fucking demon. And on top of that, he's a bloodbender who can take away other niggas' bending. Nigga, what? Niggas talk about some Korra was running shook. Nigga, if I was Korra, I would shit myself too. I'm shitting bricks every time I see this nigga. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm shitting bricks and I'm not talking about cocaine. Like, what are y'all talking about? Let's really, like, bro. If I was an Avatar, a nigga that can bloodbend, something that even the Avatar can't fucking do. Nigga, if a nigga that can bloodbend and take away my bending, nigga, what? Hey, and he called with the hands, like, nigga, I'm not gonna lie. You got it. Niggas talking about some Korra running scared. She didn't want the smoke. She didn't want the fair one. Nigga, I'm shook too. The fuck? Put yourself in Korra's position. Nigga, bro, niggas talk about something. Niggas talk about some, oh, but when Aang fought his dad, Yakone, he just went into the... I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Aang, no Avatar state, would have gotten maxed the fuck out by almost any bloodbender. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Almost any bloodbender would fuck up Aang without the Avatar state. It's literally the, like, bro, it's the Avatar state cheat code. Like, let's really keep it a buck. Why? Korra didn't have the Avatar state in the first season? Okay, let's really break it down. Let's really break it down. What was that all about? Let's really break it down. First season, Amon. And on top of that, his whole purpose for everything was extremely well. He wanted to get rid of all benders. He basically wanted Republic City to be a non-bending city, and he was a bender himself. But that's like later on down the story that you figure that shit out. But comparing season 1 to season 1, my nigga, Amon washes season 1 Zuko. He washes Zhao. Like, let's be honest, neither of them niggas is doing shit. Aang himself wouldn't do shit against Amon. Let's keep it a buck. How much better would Aang do than Korra? Come on. Be honest here. Oh yeah. I just remembered what I was talking about. Korra ain't have access to the Avatar state yet. Cause you feel me? Aang being an air nomad, he was way more like, you know, spiritually connected. You feel me? Than the rest of, like, you know, air nomads in general, they're more spiritually connected than the other nations. So it was like easier for him to tap into the Avatar state type shit. You feel me? Korra, as you can see from the very beginning of the episode, she's like the polar opposite of Aang. Personality wise, the way how she learns her bending, the way how she uses her bending, complete polar opposite from Aang. So when it came to the spirituality shit of the Avatar, she couldn't really tap into that yet. You know, she was too like aggressive, headstrong, stubborn. You feel me? She couldn't really tap into that yet, unless you had like a clear mind. And the thing about Korra that I like, she has to be in the most dire situation. Like everything everything that could have gone wrong has to go wrong in order for her to, like, you feel me, step up and show her, yo, she's her. Like, she's her. The thing is, here is this the thing is, in this, the future is more developed bending wise than it was back in Aang's time. Yeah, of course, because it makes sense. This is like 70, 80 years later. Actually, wait, hold on. It ain't 70 years later, because Korra, she didn't leave the South Pole because she trained all her take my time. She trained all her elements and shit before leaving the South Pole. So it's like by the time she got to Republic City, she was like 17, 18. And Aang died at like 70, 60, like 60, 70 years old. I think a little bit younger than that. So if I'm doing the math correctly. Yeah, this is like, 70, 80 plus years later in the future. So it's like, it would make sense that bending and shit, and that is another thing that niggas was complaining about Korra. Talking about some, oh, they made lightning bending so like everybody can use it. My nigga, during Aang's time was 100 fucking years ago. What do you expect? Like, nigga, they're going through their what's the word? Industrial revolution, where factories is being made and stuff like that. Like, come the fuck on. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense that more niggas will learn how to, like, you know, lightning bend and stuff like that. And basically, blood bending in Korra is basically lightning bending of how it was back in Last Airbender. Because Last Airbender, lightning bending was like very rare. Only really the royal family could do it. You know what I'm saying? Ozai, Iroh, Azula type shit. But now it's like 100 plus years later, damn near. You know what I mean? Shit has developed and advanced to the point where more niggas know how to lightning bend. I mean, how to produce lightning. And now they got this shit in factories and stuff like that. Yeah, to power the fucking city. Like, give niggas jobs and shit. Like, the world is progressing. Jobs are starting to become a thing. You know, jobs, companies, businesses are starting to become a thing for real. This isn't like, you know, the more traditional way of the world of how it was in Last Airbender type shit. And I like that. Let's get back to Amon, though.
From the moment it leaves the factory, critical parts of your engine are building up deposits. And preventing these damaging deposits isn't enough.
And I'm like, yo, this scene was low-key tough, though. I ain't even going. Yeah. And I like what they did with pro bending. I like what they did with that. Because in Avatar, it was more earth-bending base. Because, you know, when they first met Toph, they met her in, like, that underground earth-bending fighting shit. In this one, they basically Instead of just earthbending, it's all bending. And now we boxing for real in a ring. That nigga with the glasses and shit. He's also a villain of season 1. Name is Mr. Sato. Completely forgot about this nigga. That nigga built mech suits. Giant mech suits and shit. Hold on! And there's more things about, hold on. There's more shit about Amon that I didn't really mention. Because, like, let's really keep it a buck, though. This nigga had soldiers. He wasn't Dolo. He had a whole army. Of not just regular soldiers. Of not just regular soldiers. They were all chi blockers, nigga. An army of chi blockers and your leader is a nigga who can bloodbend and take away bending? Nigga, that's an Avatar's worst nightmare. Like, what the fuck? I'm not bending anywhere near this nigga. Fuck that. And I know I don't have access to my Avatar state. Fuck that. Fuck that. Niggas is like, Aang could have just tapped. Yes, nigga, that's a cheap move. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a... Then don't make the enemy that fucking strong then. Like, goddamn. But I know, I know. I get and understand. Because, like, bro, Korra is, like, completely different personality-wise from Aang. And she was raised in a completely different culture. Like, Air Nomads, they were known for their spirituality. And being more connected to the earth and shit than the other nations. Like, cut the shit. Oh yeah, and that Mr. Sato, this nigga built gigantic mech suits and shit that had like claws and shit that could grab you, electrocute your ass, stuff like that. And they were made of pure platinum. Because you know how Toph can metal bend and shit? Because she can feel the imperfections of earth within the metal and she bends that. This is pure platinum. There ain't no fucking faulty earth anywhere up in this shit. You ain't bending nothing. You ain't bending nothing. Fuck is you talk like that's what I'm saying, bro. You ain't bending nothing. You ain't bending shit. Her final bosses, shut the fuck up. Because that's actually a little bit of an exaggeration. Because when we finally do see it in real time, when we finally do see Korra go up against Amon for like the final time, you would understand why it ended the way it ended. Bro, fuck all you niggas. Fuck all you niggas that's hating on this show. I don't give a shit. Fuck all you niggas. Like, dude, Korra is her. Korra is her, and she's with the shits. Hit him with the foot and little foots. Like, bro.
Goes to the fire ferrets.
Meet Mineral 89 Booster.
Ads are
Vitamin C,
disgusting.
Made with the iconic hyaluronic acid. A fresh texture, so addictive. It has thousands of
wanted.
5-star
So-
reviews. The booster is so good, we had to make it a
It's what I
cream.
wanted
Brand
is-
recommended by
Niggas went high, but I want matters for. Okay, so these niggas is the world champions of pro boxing type shit. Even if they be playing dirty, to get this far, they would have to somewhat know how to fight. You feel me? But these niggas are the champions that just won. Because they actually did end up beating them. Yo. And his presence is fucking crazy. Like, this nigga has the agility of Azula, but he has, like... I'm not gonna say he has the allure of Ozai. I'm not gonna say that. Because we never even saw Ozai's face until, like, the 3rd season. And even with him, we don't see his actual face until the end of the season. I get that. But we still see him, his body, him in action. Which is what I mean. So I don't want to say, like, his mystique or his allure is, like, Ozai level. But it's damn... Like, it's up there. It's up there, though. The entire season. He does not bend the entire season. Natural bending. Like, he does blood bending shit. But he does not bend the entire season. You don't see this nigga. Like, he gets revealed of what bender he actually is, because he is a bender. But you don't see this nigga bend the entire season. Until the very, very end, bro. Like, my dude. Because he didn't need it. Because he didn't need to. He liked that. Me, Zhao, if it's fucking with this nigga. Zhao. Zhao is fucking with this nigga. Like, get the fuck out of my face with that. You wanna tell me Zhao is fucking with this nigga? Oh. Okay. Okay. You're telling me season 1 Zuko is fucking with this nigga? Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. And this is like my favorite scene of a month. Nah, I gotta look that up. Like, what? What this nigga says is fucking like elite. Nah, I gotta give y'all like the full presence of. Stop playing with this man. What are you? I am the solution. Like, nigga, what? Bro. Fuck all you niggas. Hey, man. Hey, man. Say what you want to say, man. Among is that nigga. Among is that nigga. Korra definitely has legendary and spectacular villains. Just as good as Last Airbender. Some of them better. Prime example. Because nobody is going to be telling me Zhao ain't do anything. Zhao ain't do anything that's going to put him over Among for me. Zuko, specifically everything he did in season 1 is not putting him over Amon for me. So, get the fuck out of my face. Fuck all you niggas. Fuck all you niggas. Just fuck all you niggas.